this idea of quantumness is relatively new. So, for example, I'm in the state of neutrality and love and acceptance and peace, and I have my vision board. I want to start this business and I want to get this new car. So I am meditating and I'm like, oh, this would be great. I see myself driving the car. So now I want to take this to the next level and go, no, I'm really serious. So how do I bring in the quantum aspect to having the new business and getting the new car?
Quantum jumping is a bit of a different technique. It requires a lot more intention and focus. It is done in a meditative theta state where you allow yourself to connect with that parallel version of yourself.
So you need to go into a meditative state.
Correct. And it's done in theta. This is where our body and mind are relaxed, and you can download and receive a lot of information.
Right, you're tapping into the multidimensionality of the matrix, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the Emanate Light podcast. I'm Chris. This is Olia. We're so happy to be here. What are we talking about today?
Hi, Chris. We are going to be talking about the storm that's happening outside today. Literally, and
so if the lights flicker,
figuratively, the storm is happening. There's a lot of chaos. People are scared, and you can kind of feel it in the collective. So we just want to bring some peace in today's episode and talk about how we can be the anchors and the carriers of peace.
Yeah.
To help others.
How do you find that that neutral point?
Yeah.
We talked about a lot about that.
Absolutely.
And then maybe using a quantum technique to get there.
Oh, I love that.
Because you can't. I mean, the idea here is that your quantum self has a gift for you, and you can't get there if you are in the middle of a storm and your house is on fire.
Absolutely. You have to get yourself to a place where you're at peace. So not only you can help yourself, but also can help other people as well. So your main job, your main responsibility is to help yourself.
Help yourself and find neutrality.
Yeah. Don't worry about others. Your biggest responsibility is to save yourself in the storm and figure out how to get yourself to that highest frequency possible, I guess, where you can be the beacon of light for others.
Yeah, exactly right. And in order to do that, you really need to look at your belief systems, because this is the foundation. And this is kind of a rabbit hole. And you have a belief system that you operate on life. So when you get triggered, you're triggering your belief system, and you may not even know why you're upset. Like, let's say I make a joke about your intellect. And by the way, you're brilliant.
Thank you.
And I go, oh yeah, because, if you were smarter, and if there's any part of you that feels like you're not smart enough or you're not good enough, and when it comes to intellect, you're going to be upset. Whereas if this is the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard, we're going to laugh together.
We're going to laugh. Absolutely. It's not going to affect me in any way. And I see it all the time. People come to me with these stories where, oh, you're stupid, and they automatically get upset, where it's something in them that is not healed from their childhood. And we go back and we do the healing thing, and it works. I promise. It works. You have to heal all your belief systems, and you're going to be in a good place.
Right. But the belief system is the foundational aspect. And if you're triggered, your job is to go, oh, I'm triggered. Like, step one is realizing you're triggered. Step two is now, okay, what is the belief system that is causing me to be upset? And if you can start to ask these questions of yourself, you're going to make huge strides. And what's going to happen is the same thing is going to happen again. And you're going to go, oh, wow, I have a different point of perception and I'm not upset. And in A Course in Miracles, this is the miracle. The miracle is I have a different perception of this reality, and I'm not being triggered by this thing that keeps happening. One of my favorite belief systems is this is happening for me. It's not happening to me. So when the thing happens, whatever it is, I go, how is this helping me? And a lot of times, like let's say I leave the stove on by accident, which I have done.
We all done that.
So you go, you left the stove on, and you're yelling at me, and I go, oh man, she's right. I did leave the stove on, and I need to do better. So thank you for reminding me, and I'll do better. Or the other is, leave me. I forgot. Whatever. Like, you get upset because the reality.
Call yourself stupid.
And oh yeah. I can't believe I'm so stupid. A lot of people do this too.
Yeah.
They will do, I'm an idiot, I'm stupid. And this happens to me from time to time. And I stop myself immediately because there's these two voices in your head, and you have to, when you recognize one of them is a negative voice, you have to go, no, that's not true. I'm doing the best I can. I'm a brilliant human being. I make mistakes. It's okay. This is happening for me.
I'm going to do better next time.
I'm going to do better next time.
Exactly. Yeah, this is great. And in general, people carry a lot of programs. It's all programs. That sabotage us.
From watching TV, childhood, your upbringing, previous lives.
Parenting. Bad parenting, usually. Not bad, but doing the best we can parenting.
Right.
Yes. So we have to do our best at recognizing these programs, and they're usually come in the form of negative self-talk.
Yeah.
So it's really good for everyone to do the self-inventory and sit down and like, okay, how am I mean to myself? What do I say to myself in my inner monologue?
Right. That you don't say out loud.
You don't say out loud. Sometimes you do. It could be, I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. I'm a loser. I'm not enough. I'm a failure, I'm fat, I'm ugly. All these things come up for people, different people. So it's really important for everyone to just sit down and write a list of things that we do say to ourselves on a regular basis and start slowly working on eliminating that. And one of my favorite exercises is doing affirmations. Affirmations work. Affirmations is nothing but reprogramming, right? You have an old program that's not working, but you basically implementing affirmations and start activating your entire energy system. It doesn't work overnight, unfortunately. That's why you have to be consistent and repeat them to yourself on a daily basis, right? You can even look in the mirror. It's going to amplify the effect, but saying these affirmations out loud to yourself is really powerful, and people don't realize that it really helps us to get those old programs eliminated and install the new ones. So please remember to practice the affirmations. There's lots of them on YouTube, online. You can Google, but as you saying them, say them to yourself out loud, or you're in your inner voice. If you can have them said to yourself in the mirror, even better. But that will help you to reprogram yourself completely.
Yeah, and if you're new to this idea, take Post-it notes and post them on your mirror. So when you go to get ready for the morning, they're right there in front of you, staring at you.
Exactly. That way you don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Put them in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One of my favorite affirmations that I got from ACIM, A Course in Miracles, is I'm at one with all creation in power and peace. And when I am just walking around, like doing nothing, that one is so ingrained, it just runs on autopilot.
Oh, that's a beautiful one. Thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Of course. I'm here for it. I wanted to talk a little more about how people drain their energy and not allow themselves to get to a place of peace. And I think we did talk a little bit about negative self-talk and the programming that kind of sabotages people. But another big one is people pleasing and not being able to set firm boundaries with others, or feeling bad for others. That's another thing. We can talk more about that as well. It is important to say no to others. I've said it before, and I'm gonna repeat myself again. Your main job is to bring your energy back and say more yeses to yourself. That means you're gonna learn how to say no to other people and set boundaries with people who are consistently trying to take advantage of you.
And to say it another way, when you say no to others, you say yes to yourself.
Exactly. When you say no to others, you automatically say yes to yourself. So remember that. And anytime you say no to somebody else, say thank you to yourself. Practice gratitude. That means you are making progress by saying yes to yourself. So that's important.
And it's really easy to do. Like, if, for example, you get invited to go somewhere and your friend goes, hey, I'm going over to Julie's house. Do you want to come with me? I don't like Julie. I don't want to go to, but I like my friend. So maybe I should go with my friend. No. Like, you already said, I don't like Julie. Like, you're not obligated to go.
Exactly.
So if it's not 100% yes, then it should be a no.
I've heard the saying somewhere, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. If you're not feeling called for it, if you're not passionate about it, if you're not inspired by the idea, just don't do it.
If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. I do like that saying.
I don't want to go to Julie's house.
Don't go.
Yep. You're not going to go either.
Well, and it's the same thing too. If you don't want to go to your mom's house, just say no. You don't have to be guilted into going, whatever that is.
Yeah. Remember to say no and don't feel bad about it. When you start feeling bad, remind yourself, oh, maybe I should thank myself for saying no. See how that frequency is totally different, and it will allow you to get rid of that guilt. You're replacing guilt with gratitude, and the two cannot coexist when it comes to the same situation. One will eventually replace the other. So as you're pouring in gratitude, the guilt will kind of go away. So it's your job to remember to say no and thank yourself for it, because you are actually practicing. It's a form of self-love that you're practicing, and you're letting go of fear and guilt at the same time. So it's a really powerful technique. Remind yourself every time you say no, thank yourself.
Also, you mentioned it, a gratitude practice. It is the fastest way to get to being happy. If you're having a hard time being happy and you're like, my life sucks, you should start with the gratitude journal. You should go to bed and list 20 things that you're grateful for. And it can be as simple as the air, the hot water, because once you start to train your mind, every little thing when you walk into a room, you could be grateful for.
Exactly. Or I do like reminding myself of negative things that didn't happen to me, that happened to somebody else. Oh, I'm glad I didn't get in a car accident today. I'm glad my car has mileage and my tires are not flat and my house didn't burn down. I love that a lot because, we're good.
I see where you're coming from there.
Also wanted to mention that another thing that we do unconsciously without realizing, and it's something that drains our energy, is unresolved traumas, suppressed emotions, inner conflict. And this is where psychotherapy comes in, right? If you have any kind of trauma, any kind of inner parts that are in conflict, you need to address it, because it's going to drain you, it's going to deplete you, it's not going to let you sleep at peace. It's always going to be there, and eventually it's going to come up. So it's not like you can run away from it. You can only suppress it for so long, and then it will eventually become a physical ailment. So you really don't want that. It's our own inner dirty laundry, and it's our duty, it's our job to take care of it. And
it has to come to light.
It has to come to light. You have to clear it. You need to focus on clearing that mental house. Whatever hoard you carry, it has to come out. It has to be cleaned.
It has to be released.
Exactly.
And from a metaphysical standpoint, these traumas get lodged into your auric field. And yes, they become physical ailments.
Yeah.
So
they can be trapped in aura and chakras and organs everywhere.
Right.
It depends, but you actually become a sponge. You are a sponge, and you over time absorb a lot of these things. So it's our job to clear all of that, so we can be free from fears, traumas, conflicts, etc.
Right. And until you start to work on that, until you start to go down that road of healing and forgiveness or neutrality. We like to use forgiveness and neutrality interchangeably.
Yeah.
Your preference is neutrality, and I think it is being able to find that point of standing in the middle and going, it's not right or wrong, good or bad. It was an experience, and I went through it, and I can let it go. I don't have to hold on to it. Absolutely.
And I get this question asked a lot. How do we know if our trauma is fully released from our body? It is important to recognize that when we look back at the event that happened, we have carries no
emotional charge.
Emotional charge. You feel at peace. You can feel, sometimes people even feel gratitude for what happened, and they're like, yes, I'm glad, I don't want to change anything, it's part of my story, it's part of who I am today, and I'm grateful for what happened. And occasionally they will even be grateful for the perpetrator. So that's interesting, versus if you're still carrying trauma, you will feel some type of way. You will carry anger, shame, frustration, sadness.
You'll not want to talk about it.
You would not want to talk about it. You will feel uncomfortable. And it's just a sign that you still have some stuff to release and work through.
Whereas if the opposite side is, let me tell you about this trauma that happened to me, and you can very much easily just
openly talk about it without any guilt or shame or anger.
Right.
It just means that you worked through it and you are you moved on.
So let's say that my childhood was terrible and my parents were abusive, like threw me down a set of stairs. True story.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
No, it's fine, because I forgave it. I let it go. It's like, it's an experience where I go, don't be abusive to my kids, right? So I've ended this pattern that I know that happened previously to them.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect me. I can talk about it with neutrality.
And you're very much a patient and peaceful, loving parent when it comes to parenting your girls.
Thank you.
Yeah, you definitely don't carry that pattern anymore.
When you start down the healing journey, you can go, oh, I can be the captain of my ship and I can live the life that I want. And so now we can go down that road of manifesting. Because if your boat is on fire or your house is on fire, nothing that you can go, oh, I want to manifest this thing, whether it's an experience or it's a thing, an experience or a thing. I really want to manifest this. You're not going to manifest shit because you still haven't dealt with the things that you've experienced in your life that need to be addressed.
Absolutely. And right now we're seeing a lot of karmic patterns coming up. And people are going through things nonstop, and they're like, "Oh my God, why is this happening to me? It's something broke. Then my relative died. Then I lost my job. Then I lost, I don't know, money investing. All of these things happening back to back. A lot of it is actually energy and karma being released. So we still have to find a way to be grateful, because you kind of like, oh, I'm just, it's a form of payment.
Well, you know why? So we're in the end of a spiritual cycle. And when you came to this incarnation, you went to the grocery store of experiences and you said, how much stuff can I put in my grocery cart and you literally like walk down the aisle just dumping things in because
Yeah.
you want to experience. And this is one of those times where you can just experience so much. And if you can,
Experience and pay your debt.
Yeah, and
too.
let it go.
Let it go, because you are carrying a lot of debt, karmic debt, for yourself, for your generation. So that's your ancestral debt, and that's your overall karma. And your job is to release as much as you possibly can. And nowadays we're seeing a lot of people just paying off their karma, and it's really beautiful. So instead of like, oh my god, this poor person is going through so much right now, I feel horrible for them. No, it's actually great that they're able to pay their debt and release their karma. It's amazing. They are getting what they need out of this experience.
okay, so let's say that you're doing the work, and because I want to get to this manifesting part, because this is like the ice cream on this is like the cherry on the ice cream. All right, so let's say you are working towards paying off your karmic debt. You are have experienced these things that are unpleasant, and you're letting them go, and you're letting the waves
Move through it.
yeah, you're moving through it,
You're
whatever
moving
that
through
is.
it.
Then you can start to be the captain of your ship, and you can start to, instead of life directing you, you're directing life.
Yes.
And I want to talk about the quantum aspect of how to manifest.
How to manifest. Manifestation is achieved when you're in a state of peace. You start attracting things naturally from a place of abundance.
You bring up a good point about manifesting from a state of neutrality and peace. And if you're carrying around these frequencies of like shame, guilt, apathy, and grief, these have really strong requests to the universe to keep bringing experiences that are of that frequency.
Exactly.
And until you get to this point of courage and neutrality and love, where you just go, it's okay, I accept this, and I'm just going to send love to it. And if you start sending love to everything, the universe goes, oh, you just want love, so we're just going to send you experiences that just encompass this frequency. So you can literally vibrate out of this negative dream that you're having into a happy dream.
Absolutely. But people need to understand that they're dreaming. They need to wake up and realize, oh, I'm dreaming, and I can actually impact my own dream by raising my own vibration and sending gratitude to what is happening to me right now. And it will literally change that whole game for them. But they have to be aware enough. It's practice of awareness, daily awareness, and practicing gratitude, acceptance, and understanding that it is just a game that you're playing, and you need to the more acceptance, forgiveness, love, and gratitude you bring, the faster you will vibrate out of that miserable low vibrational reality. Yeah, and you will get to higher timelines where you experience love, peace, support from others, and it's going to be beautiful.
Right. And when you're in those lower frequency states, there's a tendency to like smash the mirror. Like, I hate what is happening, and I just want to burn it all down.
Yeah.
And until you can get to that point of neutrality and peace and acceptance and send love to it,
You're not going to get there.
You're not going to get there.
Yeah.
We're talking about manifestation, and I want to get to the point of the quantum aspect, because this is, this idea of quantumness is relatively new. So, for example, I'm in the state of neutrality and love and acceptance and peace, and I have my vision board. I want to start this business, and I want to get this new car. So I am meditating, and I'm like, oh, this would be great. I see myself driving the car. So now I want to take this to the next level and go, no, I'm really serious. So how do I bring in the quantum aspect to having the new business and getting the new car?
Quantum jumping is a bit of a different technique. It requires a lot more intention and focus. It is done in a meditative theta state where you allow yourself to connect with that parallel version of yourself.
So you need to go into a meditative state.
Correct. And it's done in theta. This is where our body and mind are relaxed, and you can download and receive a lot of information.
Right. You're tapping into the multidimensionality of the matrix, so to speak.
Absolutely. So the idea is that you are connecting with that version of yourself in the matrix that already exists.
So I'm connecting to the person in the meditative state that already has the business and already has the car.
Not only that, he's really good at what he does. So he's a really successful businessman, right? So you want to connect with him and you want to ask him questions so you can get that wisdom, the knowledge and advice that version of you can give you, right? So you can implement it in this lifetime.
What can I do today that is going to bring me closer to that business and that car?
And you can even observe in the meditative state, you can observe what that version of you is doing, how he's acting,
what
behaving.
Is he eating, how is he treating people.
Absolutely. And then there's a process in that a meditation where you merge with that version of yourself. You merge and gain as much of that frequency as possible.
And to bring it back.
Bring it back, yeah. And when you come back out of that meditative state, you try to implement all the skills and all the advice that you got from that version of yourself.
Right. So that person is a confident business person who speaks eloquently, who asks exactly for what they want and gets straight to the point. So in this example, I'm meditating, I see myself and I go, wow, that guy's really confident. What can I do? And he goes, you got this. You can have this life and I'm going to go with you on the journey.
Exactly.
So you're bringing that energy back.
Mm-hmm. And this is how it's executed, by bringing it back and practicing daily. And you can go back and if you feel like something's lacking, you can go back into the same meditation and do it all over again. Maybe there's going to be a different advice next time if something is missing. Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah. It's just another powerful form of manifesting that people use. And it basically allows you to connect to any version of yourself, because technically in the matrix, there are infinite versions of you that exist energetically in different timelines. So as you elevate your own frequency, your own vibration, you kind of gain access to these realities, to these versions of yourself.
Right.
But it has to be driven by your intention. Without any focus or intention, it's kind of pointless. You have to okay, this is what I'm doing. I want to get better at, I don't know, maybe you want to learn certain languages, or you want to learn how to be a pilot, or learn how to play an instrument.
Right. And if you want a boat, maybe you should go learn how to drive a boat.
Exactly. Start taking lessons. So the idea is that you already have all these versions of yourself that exist out there. So whatever skill you need, whatever you're trying to manifest, allow yourself to connect with that version of you and gain as much information and wisdom as possible.
This is great. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
But you got to work on your shit.
Yeah, first of all, clear some energy, release some trapped emotions, traumas, conflicts, so you can kind of elevate yourself. And from there, it would be easier to manifest things naturally without even quantum jumping.
I love it. This is great. I am super excited about this idea of quantum jumping. Thank you for being with us today. I also want to say, please comment and subscribe and ring the notification bell, because it helps us, and we're going to keep putting out just cool content like this.
We appreciate your support.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.